Hi friends, once again I am there with you, and today we are going to discuss the Chinese aggression and their occupation of Indian territory in Galwan Valley, which is not a normal occupation which we saw in the past few years, where in Doklam or other places. So first we understand how big it is and where are the Chinese army has intruded in Indian territory or crossed the line of actual control. The line of actual control, because there is no demarcation of international line between India and China. So it is called line of actual control. So there are three places where Chinese army has intruded LAC or occupied Indian territory. The first is Pangong Lake, second is Galwan Valley, third is Hot Spring near Ponka Pass. So the Pangong Lake, it's a big lake which has the length of 130 kilometer. So 45 kilometer of this lake is controlled by India and remaining part is controlled by China. And northern side of this lake there are pointed edges which are called fingers, and these fingers are from 1 to 8. So the western side, uh, the finger 1 starts from western side to finger 8 at eastern side. So far till finger 4 the Indian army used to patrol, and the Indian army, India claims it, uh, its territory till finger 8 and China claims till finger 2. But what happened now? The Chinese army has occupied the area till finger 4. There is not much uh, military advantage of this occupation, though it's a matter of concern because we were patrolling earlier till finger 4. Now we come to Galwan Valley. Here there is no, like, here the Chinese army had intruded in Indian territory and they have occupied 7 square kilometer of Indian territory in Ganwal Valley. There are misinterpretation of this occupation by few Godi media news channels. They are saying that this territory was not clearly demarcated or defined whether it belongs to India or whether it belongs to China. So we should not be worried. But we should be worried because the Chinese used to claim much before Galwan Valley. The actual claim was far from Galwan Valley, but now Chinese army intruded and captured Galwan Valley, and they have big presence there. They have made the concrete bunkers. They have 4 to 5 thousand military presence there, and all the military equipments. which are used for a war. But Modi government not letting know people of India that it has lost the Indian territory in Galwan Valley, where is 56-inch, which used to claim before 2014 election that we will save our territory, we will give the proper reply to enemy countries. So only Pakistan is our enemy country. We can surgical strike. We can do the surgical strike only in Pakistan. We don't have capability to answer Chinese army or Chinese intrusion. It's the same. It's a national same for us that Chinese army has intruded in our territory, and government is saying no. There is no intrusion. There is no occupation. Whatever the information I gave you, the input from YouTuber Dhruv Rathi, who collected the information from different defense experts. So these informations are not fake. These informations are genuine. And few days ago, we saw the headlines flashing on the news channel that Chinese army has gone back 2 to 3 kilometers in Galwan Valley. But there is no going back. The Chinese army are very much present in Galwan Valley. There are military talks, there are diplomatic talks for a status quo, but it seems that China is no mood to leave Galwan Valley, and it had a strategic value. India has built a 255-kilometer road from north to Daulat Beg, and this road is very much near to Silk Road built by China, from China to Pakistan. And after occupation of Galwan Valley, which is on the height, Chinese army can target all along this Daulat Beg road, which is a big loss for us. But government is still in denial. What kind of government we have, which cannot take care of its people, which cannot tackle corona, which cannot keep the economy in shape, which cannot keep the border intact. It fails at every front. And then it claims that Prime Minister Modi has been ranked top while fighting corona, and he is Vishwaguru. If you go through the past 6 years of Modi government, you just see how many rock star events have been conducted in different countries: US, Britain, France, even in Nepal. And what is the outcome? China occupied our territory. Nepal, it's showing our territory in their map. And yesterday, Nepalese army killed one Indian farmer. It's a tiny country, Nepal, which always have been dependent on us, and kill our citizen. And there is no statement from government. There is no reply. Earlier they used to say, if they behead one soldier, we will behead 10 soldiers. Where is that claim? Mr. Modi, if you remember your speeches, if you remember your claims, please cross check what's happening today, what's happening to the national pride. We Indian feel same that India, China, Pakistan, Nepal, all are targeting us, and the government is mute spectator or talking about dialogues. We have not elected for all this nonsense. Now we come to farmer crisis. This also has been talked much in the speeches that in 2022 the farmers income will be doubled. What is the condition now? Farmers are not able to survive and they are talking about doubling their income. You know, MP, where the government has been changed, the government has been, MLAs were purchased to form the government, throwing out Congress government in MP. And they have super production of onion. In 1 acre, the cost is almost 50,000, and the average production is 150 katta. I'm not aware what is katta, but what I read on, what I heard on NDTV, the farmers have the production of 150 katta in 1 acre, and even if it is sold at 5 rupees per kg, they get only 45,000. So the farmers are losing 6 rupees per kg, 6,000 per acre. Suppose if a farmer has done the farming in 10 acres, they are losing 60,000. If a farmer loses 60,000 in a year, how will income is going to double? Can PM Modi explain it? Another bad story from Chhattisgarh. There is huge production of wheat. It has been purchased by the Chhattisgarh government, and it has been left in the open ground. So it damages, it gets worse, and then it can sell it to the wine manufacturing company at lesser price. This is happening. This is happening to the hard work of our farmers. This is happening. The item which would have been feeded to lakhs of people going to sell to wine manufacturing company. What kind of system it is? What kind of government it is? And we hear several news that how badly people live in Chhattisgarh, the tribals. Now we give a flash to Corona. It has become much more than a pandemic. New numbers are crossing 10,000 every day. The Maharashtra, Delhi, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu are worst affected. The question is, where is our preparation? We talked in the month of April that after a few weeks it's going to become a huge pandemic and our preparation should be at war level. Every state should have at least 1 lakh hospital beds. Every state should have given the training to volunteers to take care corona patient, but it's not done. And if it is done not that much far, so we are saying that in Delhi and Maharashtra the patient don't have bed, patients not getting bed, the families are roaming from one hospital to another hospital for getting treatment, and the patient is dying on the way. It's not only the failure of a state government, it's the failure of Modi government also. What it has done to facilitate, why it has not monitored the preparation. It The Modi government sends team in West Bengal, sends the team in opposition ruled state, but it has not sent the team to Gujarat, to Madhya Pradesh to see the preparation, how state government capable to tackling corona. It's not the time of petty politics. It's a national disaster. And in that time, if we are engaged in political battle, then we are worst. We are going to worst affected by coronavirus. And you would have heard the news of virtual rally by Home Minister Amit Shah. The BJP installed 72,000 LED screen all across Bihar. You have no money to feed migrant workers. You don't have fund to, to put it in accounts. But you have money to install LED screen all across Bihar because election is going to happen. So the only agenda is to win the election. There is no governance in mind. There is no governance in agenda. Once the election dates are announced, PM Modi will start flying in the helicopter. But he never have been seen any public places. He have not visited any quarantine center. He has not visited any hospital to see how we are tackling corona. This is the prime minister we elected. This is the government we elected, and we are responsible for that. Thanks for watching. Meet you soon.